There's only one thing to do.
Drop it. Yeah.
Who can ever forget rock climbing, Clay? Yeah, well now, along the same lines, we've come up with something new, something we like to call Sandstorm. Sandstorm.
It's all part of a new program we like to call Deep Hurting. Deep Hurting. But that's for later. You run along and do your invention exchange, Joel.
Sandstorm.
Deep hurting. Deep hurting. Okay, this is a match I had with someone who is apparently a fan of mine, Lead 4 Hawk. As you saw there, he's gonna miss the Draco, which is really nasty because, yeah, that did way over half. So Dinosaur, by all means, should probably be dead by now. Maybe? I don't know. Knowing that he's not going to want to switch out, I'm actually going to take this chance to set up Stealth Rocks, which is pretty cool. So that's egg on his face as I just pursuit kill him immediately after that. And now Dinosaur has done his job. He can die a happy man. I've got rocks up, I killed a Latios. Bing, bada, boom. You can't really ask for much else, so... I guess he's fearing the speed tie. Maybe he doesn't have a scarfed Garchomp, but I am going to go for the safe Earthquake as he goes to no teeth his Heatran. Now you'll notice his team has a gigantic ground weakness. That's 4 Pokemon. That's like spreading your legs wide open and saying, "Hey Garchomp, why don't you rape me all day?" So that is gonna be what I'm kinda trying to do. But anyway, as it happens, Alice is going to take out Heatran, which is handy. That's nice. That's a good thing to do. Now I'm going to go into I Am Uber on the free switch. He goes into Tyranitar for some reason, and that is the wide opening I need to just rape everything. Now, his Tracheon is obviously scarfed, but yeah, look at that. Look at that. Sick. That is sick. I can take a CC and live on 35% health and just Earthquake it off. That is what I love. What I love about Garchomp. So, now I'm just gonna switch Garchomp out of there as he Earthquakes. And I'm gonna get a crit on Bullet Punch, which might have actually mattered. Because, yeah, Garchomp is a bulky mofo. And for all I know, he would have lived the banded Bullet Punch, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, last Pokemon is Jirachi, and I'm just going to Earthquake him away, and then his friend is going to challenge me, a guy by the name of Gym Leader Flame, I think? Gym Leader Flames. So it is Mono Sun versus a Sandstorm team. Now, Mono Sun, you have to be pretty ballsy to pull off Mono Sun and OU, as, what are there, only 3 OU Fire Pokemon? I'm surprised there are even 3. Or there are 4. There are 4. There are 4. There's Infernape, Ninetales, Heatran, and Volcarona. But pretty much you'll just see Heatran. So yeah, and hey, speak of the devil, there he is. He's gonna miss Magnus Storm, I think, and then he's gonna hit as a Drain Punch, get some health back, which is nice. And Alice is looking good. As out comes Ninetales. I can't remember if I Death Fodder or not. Yeah, I do. I go for that Mach Punch, which does a cool amount of damage, and then he's going to whiff the Fire Blast, which is really unlucky. And I guess he could have switched out into a Chandelure there. That probably would have been a good idea, but for whatever reason, he's going to Death Fodder Ninetales, which is more than okay with me, as I can just go into Dinosaur and do whatever I want. I'm actually going to go for Pursuit and get the Flame Body hacks, get burned, yeah, I guess I Death Fodder Dinosaur here since I don't really need him anymore. I live on that cool 1% fire off a Fire Blast, and that's 1 dead Volcarona and 1 dead Tyranitar. We're both going to go down, and now, kind of a mirror of my last match, I'm just going to whip out Garchomp and proceed to annihilate everything in my path. And yeah, it's kind of funny. I don't really mind whoring that much in OU. I find it a lot more fun, but something about whoring in Underused really irks me. I think it's just because I really don't like Raikou and Suicune. I just have a personal problem, because it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. Yeah, it bothers me. But anyway, his last Pokemon is Infernape here. It looks like he's locked into an attack, so that is kind of hilarious, as I can just, you know, surf to kill him off. And that's going to be that match. Kind of an unspectacular match, but this is going to be a match I had a couple of days ago against a guy called Malcory or something. He's just going to U-turn out as I stupidly Drain Punch, but you know, it's a safe play, and I'm going to get my Burn Orb up and get some health back, which is okay. Now, like every Latios, he's going to fire off a Draco Meteor, and this is looking like a mirror of my first match, but I'm going to choose to, instead of kill him, get up the Stealth Rocks, because this guy has a Kyurem Black. And a couple Pokemon that don't really want to take a lot of Stealth Rock damage, like Scizor, Latios, and Mamoswine, so definitely opt for that. Now, he's going to go for that predictable Ice Shard as I go into Pringles and proceed to Will-O-Wisp whatever I want. Maybe this guy doesn't fight Jellicent that much, but Will-O-Wisp is the #1 thing they do. They just throw out Will-O-Wisps. But Keith, the Kyurem Black, is going to throw out a Thunder Smash, and it's going to do a decent amount of damage, but because he's burned, it's not going to do that much, so I can actually stall him out with Taunt, Sandstorm, and Burn damage, which is really ridiculous. Now I'm going to get a recover as, you know, the switch into Magnezone is imminent. I probably should have taunted again. I am going to taunt here stupidly. No, I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp here stupidly as he outspeeds me and gets the sub up, and this kind of spells doom for me. As, yeah, there's not much I can do. He is going to reveal Charge Beam, though, instead of just killing me outright with Thunderbolt, which probably would have happened. I think I maybe would have been able to take one. I am going to break his sub, though, and switch into Alice as he Thunderbolts there, and I take it pretty well. And because he has revealed the Charge Beam, he probably doesn't have Hidden Power Fire, so I'm going to take that nugget of knowledge into consideration later. And yeah, he actually tries to sub with Magnezone there, and he fails, because Mach Punch does, what is that, a cool 77% damage? That's amazing. So, unfortunately, a Pokemon is going to go down, but this is going to give me an opportunity to set up a Sandstorm, and that is, or not a Sandstorm, a Trick Room, I mean. And that is great, as I can kill off Scizor with a Hidden Power Fire, and I can definitely bait the Ice Shard again, go into Scizor, and Bullet Punch away, as nothing on his team left wants to take Choice Banded Bullet Punch. So yeah, as I said, I was pretty sure he didn't have HP Fire because he had Charge Beam, so that's pretty cool. I actually was thinking that the CB Bullet Punch would actually kill at that range, but it didn't. But it didn't really make a bit of difference because the balls are inert, and I'm just going to Bullet Punch everything in my way, and Deep Hurting is going to prevail. Now this is going to be a random NU match I had moments ago, and this guy is a special opponent. He has a pretty good team, kind of weird, but very annoying, as I'm going to proceed to miss many Stone Edges. He does miss Sleep Powder here, and that's kind of annoying, as I miss another Stone Edge. Yay! So I've wasted 3 turns in a row. He is finally going to land that Sleep Powder, but I have a Lumberry, and I'm going to break his Substitute, and then get the hell out of dodge, because Golem is way too important. I need him very badly, so I'm going to try to Sleep Fodder Wartortle, which is exactly what he's going to play into, which is great. Now I'm going to switch into Papillon, and I'm going to be kind of a dunce. I'm going to taunt him while he's already set up, forgetting somehow that Exeggutor has a very powerful Psychic attack, even though I carry an Exeggutor on my team, so that is just dumb all over. I should have gone for a double return. But it's kind of okay. I don't really need the sun to take down his team, oddly enough. Charizard threatens it greatly, as is. Now Sokka is going to come out, definitely going to see that Stone Edge, and I'm going to double out, I'm going to double switch out back into Charizard, knowing that he will switch into Exeggutor. And this is a moment of fried gold. This is great. That means Exeggutor, the very, very annoying Pokemon, is going to go down, so that's nice. And Swellow is just going to protect in vain as I get a free switch into Golem. And I'm going to go for the Earthquake, predicting him to switch out into a grounded Pokemon, so this is great. He is going to go for a Sucker Punch on Spinda and then kill himself with Life Orb damage, I believe, or I Earthquake him to death. Whatever is the case, now I'm just going to scout to see what he locks himself into. And it is close combat, so now I'm just going to go into Coconuts, who resists that close combat pretty nicely, and I can fire off a Choice Spec Psychic for the win, as he actually switches a Lanoon into the Choice Spec Psychic and takes it out clean, which is beautiful. Now, I'm just going to leave Coconuts as death fodder as he U-turns into whatever he wants to go into, which is Sock, and I have a full health Scarfed Gardevoir. And that is Goodnight Gracie. Now this guy is going to be a bit of a jerk and forfeit. He actually taunted me before forfeiting, because apparently if you forfeit you receive less ladder points on Pokemon Showdown. But yeah, I could care less. I couldn't care less. I could give two shits about the PS ladder ranking. Half the time it's broken anyway, and I honestly don't care. But anyway, hey, there is a new Mewtwo form thing. Is it a form? I hope it isn't, because that would be dumb. But yeah, here it is. Everyone is kind of sad and disappointed, honestly, because it's like, really? Really? It looks like Jessie from the Pokemon anime. It's like you moved the tail to the back of your head, and that's the innovation thing? I don't know, I guess it looks cool, but if you enjoyed this video, comment, like, and subscribe, and all that stupid stuff, and I will see you later, YouTube.